Hi, I'm Austin from Boss, and today we're talking about delay and reverb, but specifically we're going to talk about the new RV-6 reverb. Really cool, versatile reverb tones. These have been enhanced since our last versions of reverb pedals, so you're getting great studio-grade algorithms as far as getting good reverb sounds. This also supports a stereo or mono setup, so that way you can expand your sounds or keep them into one amp. And there are a couple of different modes on this reverb pedal. You have Modulate, Spring, Plate, Hall, Room, Dynamic, Shimmer, and plus Delay. I'm going to do a couple of playing examples on each one of those. And there's also an additional EV30 expression pedal that you can plug into the RV-6 to control the reverb effect level. So first I'm going to start off with the Modulate reverb. And the Modulate reverb is going to give you reverb plus a little bit of modulation effect. So almost like a chorusy detuned effect. For these settings, I kind of cranked up a little bit of the effect level, the time, and the rate in order to give you more of that effect sound. So right now I'm running dry guitar, no reverb. No reverb or effects on at all. And now I'm going to engage the RV-6 and the Modulate reverb to give you a little bit of modulation reverb tones. So here we go with that sound. So really cool modular reverb to kind of add a little bit of chorusy detuned sound to your reverb. The next mode on this is going to be Spring, and to show off that the Spring is going to be working well, I'm going to give a couple of hits on the Spring and it'll get that reaction like you would some of our favorite old tube amplifiers that have Spring reverb in them. So here we go with the Spring reverb sound. So that's the Spring reverb sound. Next, we get to the Plate reverb. And Plate reverb is going to give you sort of that sound that you would get from using a flat, very reflective surface. So here we go with the Plate reverb sound. Also notice the trail on the reverb is also very smooth and lightning. So there's no sort of degradation in the sound as the algorithm or processor tries to keep up with the decay sounds of a reverb. So the next mode on the RV-6 is going to be the Hall reverb. And this is going to simulate the space that you would play when playing in a grand concert hall. So here we go with the Hall sound. The next sound on the RV-6 is going to be the room reverb, and this is going to simulate very, very small spaces and their natural decay rates. So here we go with the room reverb. For this sound, I dialed back a little bit of the tones so I can create a smaller space emulation. So here we go with that. And that was the room reverb. Now we move on to the 3 additional reverbs that we added to the RV-6, as opposed to our other versions of reverbs. This one is called the dynamic reverb. And dynamic is literally reacting dynamically to your playing. So the harder that I play, the less reverb I'm going to hear. And the lighter that I play, the more reverb that I'll hear. So here's a little bit of playing example of that. I exaggerated some of the parameters on the RV-6 in order for you to hear the differences between the soft and harder picking attack reverb sound. So here we go with that. So that's the dynamic reverb. This works really, really well for players that are playing very dynamically and don't really have a lot of time to switch pedals. So the next reverb on this is called the Shimmer Reverb. And now the Shimmer Reverb adds a 3 harmonic octave above all of the pitches that you're playing in the reverb mix. To control the overall tone, I'll start off with a brighter tone sound so you can hear some of those harmonics. And then later I'll bring back down the tone so to give a more mellow sound, almost to give the cathedral hall sound. So here we go with that. And now we're going to take the tone down on the Shimmer Reverb to give us a more mellow harmonic octave sound, to give us more space. So here we go with that sound. For this, I'm going to use the volume pedal to bring my signal in to give a little bit of swell to the signal. So here we go. And then the last mode on the RV-6 is going to be the plus delay mode. This is going to give you reverb plus digital delay sounds. The digital delay timing will be determined by the time knob, as well as the feedback will be determined by the tone knob. So here we go with that sound. For this, I'll also use the volume pedal to swell my signal in to give it a little more oceanic wave sound. So here we go. The RV-6 also includes a trails feature. And what trails are is that you will still hear the effect even after the pedal has been disengaged. So here's a little playing example of that. I will immediately start playing on top of the reverb and then disengage the RV-6. And as I play, you'll still hear the trail of the reverb coming through the amplifier. So here we go with that example. And that's the trails feature on the RV-6. You can also hook up an expression pedal to the RV-6 to control the effect level. So I'll play you an example of that right now. I'm going to use the Shimmer Reverb and control the effect level of that Shimmer Reverb by using an EV30 expression pedal. So here we go with that sound. And that was the new RV-6 reverb pedal. I'm Austin from Boss, talking delay and reverb. Thank you so much for watching.